Top 5 coach. I would take Jim Harbaugh over Dan Campbell. Maybe I'm just biased. I think Dan Campbell's great, but we talk about how quarterbacks are a lot to do with how good your team is. All the guys you just named have top quarterbacks, right? They're all top 10 quarterbacks in the league. So I think that just shows how important the quarterback is. You could have a great coach with a bad quarterback, and you're probably still not going to win.
Man, I tell you, I'm not in the Dan Campbell camp. I think this is the year we'll see what Dan Campbell is. At the end of this year, Mario, I might be apologizing to both of you guys and to say, you know what, Dan Campbell is a much better coach than I thought because he lost both his coordinators, right? They had a disappointing playoff loss a year ago. You know, how did you rebound off a disappointing loss? That team is so talented. That roster, top to bottom, is one of the best in the NFL. It's kind of hard to mess it up when you have that much talent. Yeah, they lost their best defensive player, but it's kind of like, as a Dodger fan, man, we've had a ton of injuries too. But guess what? What is left over is still better than anyone else talent-wise every single week. So I'm not sure what Dan Campbell has, except for the fact that the talent level at every single position is amazing, right? From quarterback to two running backs to multiple wide receivers, tight end. I mean, they've done a really good job. He just reminds me of a motivator coach, not a coach. And to me, as a coach, a big part of it is you're hiring the right coordinators, because you hear Jim lets his guys do his thing, right? Jim just kind of jumps in and does subtle hints. We'll go, number 56, a beast on defense. I know we're going to take care of that on Sunday, right? And then he shuts the door. And, you know, those guys are like, holy crap, we better make sure 56 doesn't get to our guy. You know, and he kind of just told us what to do.